Jacob is my son, my firstborn. I had Jacob very young, and he had a lot of health issues. Everything was going normally, and all of a sudden one day he just started having extreme grand mal seizures. His first diagnosis was moderate mental retardation. That's where his seizures come from. I just made sure to never treat him differently. It was very difficult when he was younger. Of course, I grasped that, yes, there is something medically wrong with my son, but I never took into account that there's something mentally wrong with my son. My son will function in society, and I had my feet dug in, and that's just kind of where I took it. His affiliation with animals began very young. My mother, she's always owned schnauzers, and schnauzers are very in tune with someone who has epilepsy, so her dog was like stuck to him all the time, and Jacob always had one hand on this one particular dog, and they had a bond. He just had a love for animals. It's just been natural with him.
Here at the Humane Society of South Mississippi, we have an intake of nearly 7,000 animals a year, with about 60% being dogs and 40% being cats. Here locally, we're fortunate that we have a strong community that does focus on animal welfare and that support what we do.
Him walking into work the first day here, it was difficult for me. I was very concerned that he was just going to be shunned or, just kind of discounted and not really given the opportunity. I think it was honestly like maybe 7 days total. And Jacob was like star here. The minute he came through the door, he greeted everybody. The dogs go insane when they see him. If the shelter is open, Jacob is most likely here.
I've worked with Jacob for at least the last 5 years. He's a great young man. It's a pleasure to be around him.
Jacob is always here. He's always willing to help anybody with anything. When Jacob actually takes a day off, everybody goes, "Where's Jacob?"
He used to work 6 days a week because they are closed on Mondays.
He really is a go-to guy for anything that's needed in the shelter.
One of the things that we do is assist adoptions in the transport vehicles, and Jacob has become an integral part of that.
I get stopped constantly. People recognize Jacob in traffic, at the grocery store, at the Saints game, because Jacob has helped them in some way, shape, or form find their pet companion.
To know that the animals here are being loved just a little bit by someone like Jacob, that's a really special thing to think about.
It really is just remarkable the impact he has. He's got a love for animals and people as well.
Jacob is the shelter. He's what we represent. He doesn't want any attention. Jacob is here because it's the fabric of his character. It's who he is. Jacob embodies what an unsung hero means.
What it means to me that Jacob has been nominated for an Unsung Heroes Award is just pride, absolute pride in my son. I think Jacob's message to the world would be never give up, never surrender.